Free, free Palestine!
For nearly 2 years now, since October 7, the chant Free Palestine has echoed across the globe. It sounds like a call for justice, for peace, for Palestinian self-determination. But let's be clear, it's not. Free Palestine has become a battle cry, not for coexistence, but for erasing Israel. Once a political slogan, it's now a motive for murder. In Washington, Elias Rodriguez, a self-described socialist, murdered 2 Israeli embassy staffers in cold blood and bellowed, "Free, free Palestine," as he was arrested. The victims were attacked purely because they were at a Jewish event. Days later, in Boulder, Colorado, a terrorist shouted, "Free Palestine," as he hurled Molotov cocktails into a crowd calling for the release of hostages in Gaza. 12 injured. The oldest, an 88-year-old Holocaust survivor, was left critically injured. So let's ask the obvious. How does this free Palestine? How does violence against Jews help Palestinians? It doesn't, because it was never the point. The slogan wasn't popular when Egypt controlled Gaza or Jordan ruled the West Bank. It took off after 1967, when Arab leaders, humiliated by Israel's victory, used it to stir up rage and distract from their own failures. Yasser Arafat exported it to the West, and it worked. It infiltrated universities, leftist circles, activist causes, masking terror with the language of justice. They didn't need to know Palestinians, they just needed a narrative, an alleged oppressor and a victim. Meanwhile, atrocities in Palestine's name piled up. The Munich Olympics in 1972, where 11 Israelis were murdered. Ma'alot, 1974, 31 civilians, including 22 school children, killed. Coastal Road Massacre, 1978, 38 dead, 13 of them kids. Achille Lauro hijacking in 1985, a wheelchair-bound Jewish man thrown overboard. And still, it grew. October 7th should have been a reckoning. Hamas made its intent crystal clear. From the river to the sea isn't a metaphor. It's a prelude to a massacre. But instead of global rejection, the slogan exploded, merged with radical leftism, amplified by social media. Protests erupted, threats escalated, violence followed. A Colombia protest leader called for the murder of Zionists. A Jewish father in LA was attacked in his home, and as his children slept, his attacker screaming, "Kill Jews, free Palestine." Then came May 2025, Washington, D.C., 2 young staffers from the Israeli embassy, Yaron Lashinsky and Sarah Milgram, shot in cold blood by self-proclaimed socialist Elias Rodriguez in the name of Free Palestine. Just days before Rodriguez committed the murders, he published a manifesto titled "Escalate for Gaza, Bring the War Home." And he did. This isn't about justice anymore, if it ever was. Free Palestine has become a license for hate, and Jews are paying the price. So when you encounter that chant again, on social media, on the street of our cities, remember what it's come to mean, because words can kill.